bring in Mark Royce, president of General Motors, talk to us about the news. Tell us the decision that you guys have made when it comes to the Corvettes.
Oh my gosh, in case you haven't heard, the electric Corvette has been confirmed by GM President Mark Royce, telling us that there is a hybrid Corvette coming, which we all suspected, and confirming that there is a fully electric Corvette coming. So what do we know, and what can we sort of reasonably speculate based on the information that we have? Well, first of all, there is a distinction between the words electric and electrified. Royce mentioned that an electrified Corvette, probably a hybrid model, will be coming as early as next year. But he definitely was a little more coy when he was pressed on when a fully electric Vette would be available. We know based on the video that GM released that this is going to be a hybrid Corvette, and most importantly, and maybe most excitingly, it is going to feature all-wheel drive, because we can clearly see that the front wheels are turning independent of the rears. Now, will it get the E-Ray name, or will that be reserved for the fully electric Corvette? Or perhaps both of them will get the E-Ray name. It's hard to say if there's going to be sort of a model distinction between the hybrid Corvette and the fully electric Corvette. And I think some of that has to do with when these Corvettes are going to be released, and if the fully electric Vette is a C8 or a C9. So like, where are these Corvettes going to sit in the kind of hierarchy of the model, right? So you have the base Corvette, and we already know that the Z06, the upcoming Z06 that has the 5.5 liter flat plane crank V8, is coming this year, basically. So are these meant to be a sort of Grand Sport replacement? We haven't heard anything about the Grand Sport. So my speculation here is that the hybrid model, which might feature some kind of like boost from the electric motor, is going to sit above the base model, but it's not going to be like the Z06. The Z06 is going to be reserved for kind of pure track performance, while this sort of hybrid model is going to be a step above the base, kind of like the Grand Sport was, maybe with some of the Z06 goodies. And I have a reason for that. So speculation time. Here's why I think that. If you look closely at this sort of spy footage, or well, I guess it's not spy footage since GM released it, but let's say pre-production footage, you'll notice that there are two different wheels that you can see in the video. There are wheels that sort of resemble more of the base Corvette wheels, and there are wheels that resemble more of the Z06 wheels, which makes me wonder, are the hybrid models, maybe plural, going to come in two flavors? Are they going to come in a sort of base model enhanced flavor and perhaps a sort of better flavor, like a Grand Sport flavor, like it has all the Z06 goodies except the powertrain, because that's what the Grand Sport was. And the interesting thing here is that it would have something that the Z06 doesn't have, and that's all-wheel drive, making it theoretically faster to 60 miles an hour. Mark Royce, when he was sort of being coy about the fully electric Corvette, he also said that it would sort of be in addition to sort of the traditional performance Corvettes, which kind of leads me to believe one of two things. Either the fully electric Corvette is going to be a C9, like the Ultium platform isn't really ready for Corvette performance duty yet, so they can't really shoehorn that in to the C8 unless I'm missing something. But I don't know if it's going to be a C8. I don't think so. So I wonder if it's going to be for the C9, if that's going to be a functionality built in to the C9 platform, or are we going to see a sort of adjacent model? That could be the E-Ray. This is total speculation on my part as a sort of lifelong Corvette enthusiast, which is why I'm making this video very quickly, because I saw the news and I was like, you know, I'm freaking out here. But could it be an adjacent model? Could it be a fully electric Corvette styled like a Corvette? Because think about it, if the EV platform is like a skateboard base, you could style it to look like a mid-engine supercar. That's no problem. So what do I think as a Corvette fan, a lifelong fan of the brand and a C5 Corvette driver? Well, I think this is great news. And as usual, purists will post on blogs if they can figure out the internet, because purists at this point have trouble with things like the internet and microwaves. And I'm sure they're gonna complain that it's not a real Corvette because yada 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 something small block V8. But the truth is that this is an exciting development for the model line. I mean, think about it. The Corvette used to have a straight 6. Do you still want that? The C3 Corvette, which, you know, is good styling, but was not exactly a performance benchmark in its later years, was based on the same basic bones as the C1. Do you still want that? The types of people who complain about this kind of stuff, and they complain about things like the shape of the Corvette's taillights, are the kind of people who wonder what color camping chair will best match their white New Balances when they go to Corvette shows, and they slowly buff the exterior of their car with an old school baby diaper. Fun fact, baby diapers used to be cloth. The Corvette has always been about style, it's always been about performance, but most of all, it's always been about value. And I know that seems weird talking about a car that now easily tops $100,000 depending on options, but compared to cars that cost 3 and maybe even 4 times as much, the Corvette's performance envelope still represents a pretty compelling value in the marketplace. I, for one, am excited, and because I'm trying to expand this channel, I saw the news, I kind of freaked out, I was super hyped about it, and I was like, you know what, I gotta put something together. I gotta put together a quick video to share with you guys. So let me know down below, what do you think of the idea of a hybrid or fully electric Corvette? Does this make sense given the marketplace? Does it make sense in the GM performance envelope? Does it make sense for the Corvette brand? I'd love to know your thoughts. So please consider liking, please consider subscribing. If you thought this video was interesting, please consider sharing it with your fellow Corvette aficionados or your dad who might have white New Balances. And I will catch you in the next video. Peace. Oh, and hey, if you're still here, I think that it would not be completely outside of the realm of possibility if we saw a Corvette SUV, a Corvette branded SUV. I know that is complete heresy to say, but with the Ultium platform coming, the E-Ray nomenclature, and the, relative success, critical and sales success of the Mustang Mach-E, I would not put that past GM. And honestly, I'm kind of okay with it, but I'll save that for another video. And if you made it this far, comment Corvette SUV, yay or nay, in your opinion.